I wanted to do a video about the difference in the personal Portland Filofax and the Portland Grand, and the main difference is in the ring size. The Portland Grand has 30mm rings. I believe these are 23. It's really not common to find a personal sized Filofax with 30mm rings. And it does change the size a little bit. It's a little bit bigger in the size of the binder all around. It's a little bit of a difference. The pen loop on the left side, which is going to be your biggest pen loop, is also bigger, which I haven't tried the pens in it yet, but it looks like it's going to fit a much larger pen. The strap is also more substantial and longer, so you can put extra pens in here, and it shouldn't affect that as much as it affected it in here. Now, I've put as many as 4 pens in here using extra pen loops, but it really doesn't close, or doesn't close easily. I think I will be able to do it in here with much less problem. The leather on this is has more give, I would say. It's not floppy like the Malden, but it is a floppier binder. This is also very pliable, but whatever is inside here is a little bit stiffer than what's inside here. The leather, this leather is soft, but I have a feeling I'm going to try to get a decent shot if I can. The actual leather feels very similar, but if you look at the seam areas, it might be easier to see on the strap. I think the leather itself is thicker on here. You can see it pretty easily on this one, how thick the leather is. It's a little bit harder here. But it's just, I think that's really the difference, that this leather is a thinner leather than this one. Yeah, I think you can see it, which makes it a little bit more sturdy. Because the binder is a little bit bigger, the pocket is also a little bit bigger. It's also, this one has a flap that goes down, and it's something that never stayed down. It's pretty much up, whereas this one has a flap that goes up. I don't know whether it's going to stay up or not. This was used less than this one, so I'll have to see over time if this flap goes down. The inside has the old Filofax fabric, which feels much nicer than the Filofax fabric they're using now, and in a lot of binders they're not using this fabric, any fabric at all. Another difference is the back pocket on here was very stuffable. You know, it was like putting things on the back of a Malden. And I did, and so it came apart here. There is nothing between this piece of leather and the fabric. This is totally, you're working on a piece of leather, which does have give to begin with and definitely has give over time. This one feels like it has a stiffener inside, which is, which has advantages and disadvantages. This one will probably hold up better, but it's similar to the pockets on my Windsor, which ripped at the corners. This one is not ripped at the corners, but I won't be stuffing it like I stuffed this one. I won't really have to. The rings on here are so much bigger than this one that if I need extra space for the kind of things that I would put in the back, I can really put them in the rings with no problem. This is the amount of stuff that was in almost, and there are a few daily pages that I took out to put into archive, but this amount of stuff in the regular Portland filled it, and you can see that there's just a lot of room for more pages. It was definitely getting hard to put things in here, and this is just some extra pages. I'm going to use this for archive. So this is just some extra pages and also some paper and inserts that the seller sent to me. He sent me 3 fly leaves. He sent me about 4 rulers. And he also sent me this color paper, which I had never ever seen. It's like my favorite color. It's sort of like a cross between a dark teal and a seafoam green. It's darker than it's showing up here because I have a giant light on me to try to get this done as best that I can. This is a beautiful color. I don't know if they have it anymore. He sent me these 4 rulers, and they're all from different times, and they vary a little bit. This is from 2007. It feels like the standard ruler you get today. It's very thin and black. This one is from 1994. It feels like the same material to me, almost, but it's slightly, I don't know if you can tell, it's slightly bigger. And this one is from 1996, and it's pretty close. Definitely feels thicker to me though. And he sent me this clear ruler, which is amazingly thick, almost difficult to work with. Let me see if I can do this. I mean, it's really hard to get it in here. And when I first put it in here, it's really hard to do. I mean, it's really a two-handed job. There. I was really afraid I was going to crack it. There we go. I mean, this is not like the rulers they have now. This is... Okay. So this was from 2005. Where are we? This is from 2005. I haven't bought a clear ruler from Filofax ever, but this is really a heavy-duty ruler. I have to see if working with it gets a little bit easier, but it is definitely heavier weight than the rulers they have now. We'll have to see how that goes. The other thing about it is this one does smell faintly of leather, like if you really get into it, you know, and stick your face down into it, you can smell the leather. You can smell the leather on this one very, very easily. And it's really a strong leather smell, like you're walking into a new car that has leather seats and it's brand new, or a quality shoe store that sells a lot of leather. I mean, this has got a wonderful smell, and I don't remember any of the new ones being like this. I don't think my Malden smelled at all. So that was a nice thing. You're definitely sure that this is leather. So that was my little comparison. I'm in my recliner, so I'm doing a recliner cam instead of doing it upstairs because I thought I would get better light, and I wanted to just initially show the size differences in this. These are both great binders. I definitely made this one work for a very long time, and at the moment I'm going to use it for just archiving my pages, because I really didn't have a good solution for that, and I probably moved into this one like within an hour. I had a credit card in there. So I'm very, very excited to have this. I will do other posts on it, but right now I just wanted to focus on the size and the differences between the two. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's Ventura's bed in the living room, and one of his toys, and the ottoman that I moved. And I will be doing more soon. So thank you very much for watching.